Hey you guys, this is Heather Creekmore from Compared to Who. You're watching the Spring Break Free, and we are on day 26 now, I think. Yes, day 26. I've almost lost track. There's been so many days. But today we're going to start the first of a two-part series on how to prepare your heart for summer. Okay, see, like everywhere you look this month is going to be articles, news stories and stuff on how to prepare your body for summer, right? Like you got to be on a new diet and you got to start your exercise program. I used to work in a gym. This is the time when people start coming back to the gym. And you got to start thinking about your summer body, right? Like it's everywhere. But what about your summer heart, okay? Because see, like let's go back to the beginning here. Body image issues are not issues about your body. Body image issues are really issues of your heart, right? They're issues of what you believe about your value. What you believe determines your value, right? What you feel about your body, what you think about your body, and more broadly, what that means to you and your purpose, right? So as we think about summer's kind of a risky time, right? Like we feel like a lot of people are assessing what we look like, maybe at the beach or at the pool. We feel like we're being judged for our bodies. And I really don't think that's true. Honestly, I think we worry about how we look more than anyone else actually ever worries about how we look. But today I just want to give you a couple tips as to how you can prepare your heart for summer, okay? Tip one is break up with your scale. Now, I know that's kind of contradictory to like every diet tip you've ever read, right? People that lose weight or lose weight and keep it off do so by weighing themselves regularly, right? If you keep a good handle on that weight every day, then perhaps you'll never gain too much. That's the theory out there. But for those of you that are consumed with your weight or really struggling with your body image as it relates to your weight, let me encourage you to just like take a little time off of the scale. Maybe it's just a season, maybe it's just a 30-day break from your scale and focus on what's going on in here instead. Focus on your heart. Really turn to God and say, hey, how can I find freedom? Because really being tied to seeing that number every morning, that's bondage, right? That's not freedom. If you are looking to that scale every morning to give you a readout and that readout determines how you're going to feel about yourself that day, that's not walking in freedom. That's walking in bondage. So this summer, as we prepare for summer, instead of doing what everyone else in culture is going to be doing, watching that scale and trying to get that number down before the start of swimsuit season, let me encourage you, just take a break, back off the scale. Similarly, let me encourage you to back off the mirror, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't use a mirror, okay? Like, use a mirror appropriately. If you brush your teeth, you need to look and make sure you don't have the stuff all over. And if you wear makeup, mirrors are very helpful. Doing your hair, you need a mirror. Sometimes we need mirrors just to make sure that like zippers are zipped and buttons are buttoned and, you know, shoes match. Like, I'm not anti-mirror, don't get me wrong. But those of us who have body image issues sometimes tend to take it from the appropriate amount of time spent with the mirror, like, okay, I'm gonna look and just make sure like I'm decent, to this like, I don't wanna freak you out by doing this, but like this analytical, like, ooh, oh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? And we spend way too much time with our mirrors, folks. Way too much time looking into the glass at ourselves. I like to say when I speak that if you want to be free from your body image issues, instead of spending more time looking into the mirror, you need to just do this. You'll love the sound effect. And you need to tilt the mirror up. Because what happens when you do that? Well, really you're doing what God intended you to do, right? Which was to reflect His glory. So like we were never supposed to be glorious. We were never supposed to be worthy of worship, right? God alone is worthy of that. God alone is who we should be looking to and who we should reflect. So when you tilt your mirror up, it takes the pressure off, right? Like no longer do I have to keep looking until I've got everything just perfect. And let's be honest, like I would have to be looking forever and fixing forever to get everything quote unquote perfect. Like it's not gonna happen. But when you tilt that mirror up, you take the pressure off, right? You get to reflect Him. And you want to look nice to reflect Him, but you don't have to be something you're not. And that gives us freedom, and that's really what we want, right? I'll have more tomorrow for you on the spring break free. Hope to talk to you then.